Charlie Bigham, founder of Charlie Bigham's. Well, it's a hot day. We've all got used to that over this week. When the weather heats up, it puts a bit of a strain on us, on our refrigeration equipment, not surprisingly, and actually we use a lot more power. We've just had a quick look. This week we've used twice as much power on our refrigeration plant as we would use in a normal week. We, as a business, we're incredibly engaged on the whole climate change debate. We think it's really important. Part of that is maybe something we'll talk about in a moment, our investment in solar PV. But we, as a business, we're signed up to reducing our CO2 emissions. We're part of the SBTI initiative, for example. Won't bore you with the technical details, but it's what you need to do if you're really serious about reducing your CO2. We always expect there to be a few hot weeks in the summer. Our sales dip a tiny bit when it gets hot. People change their eating habits. I think we all eat a bit less. But actually, generally, we're very resilient as a business. We have fantastic consumers who buy our food year round, so we see only minor fluctuations as we go into the summer months. I think we should all be concerned about the future. Global warming is a thing, I believe, absolutely 100%. And that means as businesses and as individuals, we all need to engage with it and do what we can. And we're absolutely on that journey of engaging with it. And we have a whole raft of initiatives across our business to face into it, to do the right thing. And you know, in my view, that's just an extension of what we do as a business. We make food the right way and we run our business the right way. And we'll do things slowly and properly if necessary to get to the right outcome over the long term. So we've been on the renewable energy journey for a long time. I think 20 years ago we made the decision to buy 100% renewable electricity, but then about 7 or 8 years ago now we said that's not good enough. We need to go a stage further and start generating our own electricity through solar, as that's actually the best thing of all you can do. So working with our fantastic partners, SunGift, we've now done 3 solar installations, total investment of about £750,000. We're actually just doing our 4th, much bigger investment, which is a £2 million investment. When that is concluded in time for next summer, not this summer, that will mean we'll be using over the course of the year, nearly 50% of our electricity usage will be covered by our own solar energy, which is fantastic. And I would urge any businesses out there to do the same. It does make sense as long as you balance the combination of the financial benefit and actually the sustainability benefit. You factor those two in, it's just a no-brainer. So we should all be doing it.
Gareth, Walton from SunGift Solar. Certainly as the weather gets hotter, then sites need more cooling, both to keep people safe and happy, but also for processors as well. Charlie Bigham's here have to cool their ready meals, keep them cold. And when the weather's like it is now, then they're having to spend a lot more money on electricity to do that, which is why the solar panels that we've installed for them are such a good idea, because they're saving them money as well as reducing their carbon emissions. Solar panels are a great idea for anyone, whether they be householders or businesses, and we've seen a huge uptake in demand over the last 10-15 years, and they're helping people reduce their electricity bills and reduce their environmental impact as well. And where people are using a lot of electricity when it's hotter, like Charlie Bigham's, to cool down their ready meals, then it makes a lot of sense for them to do that. But energy bills have been going up anyway for people, so people have been looking for what measures they can take to help bring those costs down. That's accentuated when it gets hotter and they need more electricity for cooling. So lots of people have been putting solar on their homes and their businesses. Charlie Bigham's here, they use about 70% of their electricity for cooling. When it's really hot like it is now, the amount of electricity they need doubles. By installing solar from SunGift, they're paying about 4p a unit now for their electricity that they're getting from solar, whereas otherwise they'd be paying about 20-25p without solar. One of the great things about these technologies, whether it be solar panels, battery storage, is that the price has fallen dramatically. About 15 years ago, you would have been paying about £15,000 for a domestic solar PV system. Now it's about £5,000. So there's been a massive reduction in costs over the past years. Those costs are continuing to come down, and as electricity prices go up, it just makes more and more sense for everyone who's got space to install solar panels. The energy shocks that we've had in the past few years following Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the Middle East conflict really focuses people's minds on the cost of electricity and what they can do to reduce that. And installing solar panels is a really good affordable way of having a big impact on people's electricity bills and bringing their costs right down.